Hey everyone, this is Sunlock24, and if you've seen the thumbnail, you know what I'm about to talk about right now. This deck's actually it's super good. It's better than I thought it would be. And let's go ahead and get right straight into it. So the deck that I'm using today is an Archfiend deck or Archfiend, I don't know how you pronounce that. But anyway, this isn't an original concept or anything. I found this, or I found a version of this on duelings.game.a. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, I'll see if I can put the link in the description below. But anyway, the one that they were playing was a little bit different. I changed it up a little bit because I didn't like some of the card choices, and some of the cards that were on there weren't really that useful, and they were just kind of clogging up your hand. So I did I made a couple of modifications on here, and so this is what I ended up with. And I'm running 3 Archfiend Emperor, the first Lord of the 4. This is basically the MVP of the deck. If you don't know what it does, is you can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack and defense become half. Alright, so that affects you use it a lot of the times, especially if you're going second. If summoned this way, it is destroyed during the end phase. You cannot special summon any monster except fiend type monsters. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Archfiend card from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 card on the field, destroy that target. And that's basically the one of the better effects in Duel Links right now, where you can just banish one of the Archfiends and destroy any card on the field. Then I'm running 1 Snow, Unlight of the Dark World, and I'm kind of experimenting with the number of Snows, but right now 1 seems to be working really well. Then a Sphere Karibo. I don't know. I think I may be taking this one out and putting something else in. Maybe another Trance Archfiend. But I'm also running 3 Archfiend Empress and the Trance Archfiend with 2 Dark World Dealings, 2 Advanced Draw, 3 Card of the Soul, 1 Escape from the Dark Dimension, and 3 Call of the Archfiend. The deck is really, I mean, I don't want to say the exact same thing again, but it's really good. It's better than most other decks, and it just completely trashes Sylvans, especially if they go first and then you go second. They are in for a world of hurt, because most of the time you activate the effect of the first Lord of Horror and just destroy whatever's face down, so they won't be able to use the Mushroom, the Magical Merchant, or anything like that. And if you can just go ahead and destroy that first card, it kind of destroys their momentum, and they're not able to do basically anything. But I did trashed a ton of Sylvan decks, and then I haven't used the effect of Archfiend Empress yet, but I mean, the good thing is that you can go ahead and search it out with the Card of the Souls, and so you can search this guy out too with the life point boost. I think that's Alpha, and what it does is you just start out with 5,000 life points instead of 4,000, which is and it makes the Archfiends extremely searchable, and you're basically running like 6 copies of the first Lord of Horror or 6 copies of Empress, or basically running 9 monsters with them. And then 10, 11, 12. So you're basically running the 12 monsters that you usually do, plus spell and trap cards. And then the fact that you run Dark World Dealings and then the Advanced Draw, it makes it way better. And most of the time you're always drawing into what you need. But I kind of want to add the third Dark World Dealings instead of an Advanced Draw. But every now and then you are kind of wanting the Advanced Draw, so I don't know. I just have to keep on playing it anyway. Let's go ahead and get into the replays. And I'm currently at the LV 14. I think yesterday I was like at 11 maybe, or I don't remember where I was yesterday, but go ahead and check the video from yesterday. That deck was actually just ridiculous too. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the replays. Alright, playing against this Seto Kaiba, and a lot of the times some games are super fast with this deck, because you can just inflict a ton of damage and just destroy a ton of cards with the Archfiend card, the main last horror one. Alright, I'm going first. And there's life point boost Alpha. It gives you an extra 1,000. Card of the Soul gets the horror. Then I can go ahead and set that, and then activate Dark World Dealings. Some of the snow activates, I get another Dark World Dealings. And here I could just end my turn, or I can summon the Archfiend, but I think on this one I went ahead and activated the other Dark World Dealings, and I did get an escape, so that was I guess a good draw. Call the Archfiend, and I activated that during the end phase because I don't want to activate like really early on, and then I can just attack for 3,000, escape from Dark Dimension, get the Archfiend, and then attack for 1,000, and that's game. And if you notice that was a Sylvan deck. So the Sylvans are kinda slow, or way slower than the than this particular deck is. And that's why you're able to just completely trash them. I think this particular deck has the same weakness that the deck from yesterday has, and that if you play against aliens, it's basically like a 50-50. You're playing against aliens. You're gonna lose some and then just win some, just depending on who gets the better hand. You do have a higher chance of getting the better hand though, because you use a ton of draw. Okay, I think this guy's playing aliens. Yeah, I think he is. Alright, Dark World Dealings. And I'm always drawing that for some reason, and I'm only running a single copy of it. I don't know if it's luck or if it's something in like the algorithm of the game or what it is, but I'm always drawing it. And the fact that the Archfiend Emperor just destroys itself, it's kind of a plus playing against the aliens, because you're not they're not able to keep all of the counters on it. I think this one was a loss. I don't remember if it was or not. But yeah, because I think he's able to put a ton of counters on this guy, and then he's able to go ahead and summon another monster that he searches from that other combination, and then I think that'll save. I think he searches for the red alien. Don't know what the name of it is. Yeah, and he destroys the back row, so I'm not able to special summon him back. And then since he has a ton of counters on the Emperor, he can just attack over it with basically anything. And yeah, this is gonna be a loss. But yeah, the whole alien deck is just like a 50-50 flop. You could win or you could lose, just depending on who gets the better hand. Alright, the next one. I think this guy was playing aliens too. Let's see. His name's Light. And I'm going first. Oh, and the reason I'm playing Joey Wheeler is just basically because I was lazy. I knew I had to get life point boost alpha with him, and I didn't care to search for anyone else, so I just went ahead and picked him. But I think you can get the life point boost alpha skill with basically any character. And then this one I knew I had it with him, so I just stuck with him. Yeah, so he is playing other aliens, and there's a lot of alien decks just floating around everywhere. Alright, so he combinations, which is, he does give me counters, but he's gonna destroy itself, so it's not gonna matter that much. And then I can try to go ahead and escape for game, and he does a lot of disruption to survive. Alright, but his 8 counters kind of go to the graveyard. If he's still able to search, I can go ahead and activate that Call of the Archfiend. And I don't usually like to use Call of the Archfiend just as soon as I activate it. I like to wait around, like towards the end phase, or after he's attacked, or when he's attacking. That way he can't like enemy controller or super rush or anything like that. And there's the Snow. Snow gets the Dark World Dealings, and overall the whole deck just it combos together really, really well. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to try to get another Snow and try to play around with the with 2, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, Ted Gardner. I think this was a really quick OTK. I don't remember what she was playing, but we're about to see.
Duel.
And I did get a really... Oh, this is she's playing Cyber Angels. Okay. And I did get a really, really good hand to start off with, so I can go ahead and just activate the effects, summon him, destroy the back row. He's forced to chain it, and I'm always going for the back row just because I can just attack over this guy. I advanced draw because he was going to get destroyed anyways. I go ahead and card the soul, get another one, and then I set the one of the call the Archfiends, and then end turn. And the reason I always activated like the very first thing, because if they destroy it somehow, you can't chain it and then activate the effect. You have to already have it activated. So that way, whenever they try to activate something to destroy it, you can just chain on top of that. So you always want to activate it as soon as possible, otherwise they could end up destroying it and then you'll just be out of luck. Alright, so he goes all out, summons his Dakini. The King doesn't really have anything to destroy because I haven't summoned anything yet. Okay, and it does gain 1,000 life points because of the Idaten. So I take a 37 and then I go ahead and activate the Call of the Archfiend to bring that in defense mode. And you never want to bring it out in attack mode because some people do run enemy control and they can just enemy control or tribute their monster, take control of yours and then just end your life points. But you always bring it out in defense mode, especially during the battle phase. Activate the effect to get rid of the Dakini, then activate the Archfiend to bring out another horror, and then after this activate that effect to destroy the Sonic Bird. I was thinking that was going to be game, but he did have a Sphere Karibo. Anyway, the next turn he doesn't have really anything and he surrenders. Alright, we're playing against Bones. I think this guy is running Red Eyes. Yeah, I think that's what he's running. It's either Red Eyes or Aliens. Straight to the grave. I think it is Red Eyes. And again, I did get a decent hand at Dark World dealings. Draw some the horror. I go ahead and activate the Call of the Archfiend because again, you always want to have it out as fast as possible. That way, if they try to destroy, you can just chain on top of that. And there goes again the effect again, and then that to destroy the back row, and then summons this guy. Oh, I think this might be a loss. I don't remember this one. I think it is though. Gosuki goes into, I think, into the Red Dragon. Oh, he enemy controllers and attacks for game. But yeah, this one, I think, there was really nothing I could do on that one. But anyways, the deck's still really good. It's really powerful. It can bring out OTKs out of nowhere. Let me just go ahead and show you the deck list one more time. And I think I'm going to keep playing with it and see how far I can get in the KC Cup. Because I've played like maybe 10 games with it. I don't know if that, but anyways, I've just been going up. So 3 Archfiend Emperor, the first Lord of Horrors, 1 Unlight of the Dark World, 1 Sphere Karibo, 3 Archfiend Empress, 1 Trance Archfiend, 2 Dark World Dealings, 2 Advanced Draw, 3 Card of the Soul, 1 Escape from the Dark Dimension, and 3 Call of the Archfiend. And most people are running 2, but it seemed that it was getting really cloggy when I was playing it. I test played a lot with the bots, and this guy was just being stuck in my hand for a long time, and for several games it was just stuck in my hand, not being able to do anything. And the same thing with the Advanced Draw. I kind of want to replace it, but it's it's useful whenever you have a monster out, but then again, you sometimes don't want to get rid of it. But if you go in first and you're activating the effect of the Emperor, you always want to have the Advanced Draw, so I'm kind of stuck. I don't really know what to do about it. If you played this deck, let me know what your build is, or if you copied it straight out from the Duel Links, I guess, link, or if that's exactly the build that you're playing, or if you modded it in any way. Do let me know in the comment section below. And if you're playing like a different Archfiend deck with like the Dark Necro, I was gonna say Necro Face, but it's Dark Necro Fear. If you play that version, let me know how well that is. It's a competitive to be in the KC Cup. I don't think this particular version that I'm playing would fit the Dark Necro Fear, because I'm trying to remove a lot of the fiends from the graveyard. So I don't think it'll go good in this particular deck. But I do see some other builds that are playing it. I don't know how well they are, but I'm just gonna keep experimenting, see how the deck keeps doing. If I start losing a lot, I'll go ahead and change some stuff out. But again, this is a good, I guess it's not a complete counter to Sylvans, but it is a good matchup against it. And if you're able to go ahead and get the Emperor out and destroy their phase downs, they're kind of, like I said earlier, it just destroys their momentum and they can't really do much of anything. And the fact that this guy's a 3000 monster, it can just go toe to toe with the Hermitry, because the Hermitry I think is 28. But if they're not milling or doing anything, they're not going to be able to do much of anything. Again, this can trade blows with the Sylvans. The biggest weakness again is the aliens, but you can kind of play around it with the Emperor. And overall, it's a fun deck. Give it a try. Again, if you are enjoying my content, I'll truly appreciate it if you guys subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time.